Hello everybody, the name is Lemvolair Jr. and I am here with Mr. Nikademis. Nick, so glad to meet you once again. Last time we met, you were a headliner replacing Vincent 2.5 years ago in 2022 in Playground events, Synchro events. That was quite an incredible show, and all I have to say is, ever since that day when we talked via Zoom, the evolution of Nikademis was something to behold, absolutely staggering. From first off, you releasing your You and Me Nikademis remix of Millennium in the 4th album. Little did we know you would hit us with a doubleheader with the Worst Day remix. And not to mention, first it was Queso, then it was Millennium, then it was Millennium twice, and now freaking Slander with Pooh Bear. If tomorrow never happened, what the frick? I'm sorry. The second I saw that announcement, I was like, okay, we gotta catch up and see how did this get to this point. We're nearing, I think, almost 7-8 years in the career. So I had to ask, first off, for Slander, how? Tell me, how did that come to be?
Yeah, I mean, thank you for the kind words, man. I appreciate you always supporting. It's been like such a crazy couple of years, and I got in touch with Slander through my old management, sent a demo over to their team, and then the guys took a listen to it, and I had a chance to then meet them. Testing CO2.
They're testing out, yeah.
I got to meet them 2 years ago at Red Rocks, which was awesome, and we first discussed the demo I had sent over, a possibility of working on it, and then just as time progressed, I stayed in touch with them. They worked on the demo more, and we talked about possibly getting Pooh Bear on the track. They had a connection with them, and with him rather, and slowly over time it just came to life. We kept sending things back and forth. Pooh Bear was down to put an amazing vocal on it, and we were just blown away when he sent it over to us.
It really surprised me that they decided to bring someone like you to be a part of that song. First off, it's Slander, but again, it's Pooh Bear, the same Pooh Bear who has a hand in not only certain incredible freaking songs like Would You Ever with Skrillex, not to mention being a producer tag and a hidden vocalist in the song that was the song of the summer in 2015, 2016, Where Are You Now?
Yeah.
Yes, he worked on that with Justin Bieber. That was insane. So it's amazing to know that these two juggernauts in the EDM community knows your face, knows who you are. It's something to behold and something that I'm so freaking proud of. But that's not the only big achievement we had. It's not just It's Northern Happen. It's not just Worst Day. You also had a few debut festivals that you started being a part of.
Yeah.
I already know we only speak about that one festival that sadly didn't come to be, Electric Zoo 2023. Yeah. But hey, on the bright side, you were featured in the news a bit. Although there is one issue I told CBS about. I was not happy. They spelled your name wrong.
I know, they did.
With a D-E-M-U-S. CBS, if you're going to do your research on an artist, make sure you actually get the name right. It's D-E-M-I-S. Do it like me, okay? I'm not trying to diss CBS, but just do your work, okay? But goodbye, Electric Zoo. Hello, so many other incredible festivals like Groove Cruise, I think Decadence, AZ, am I correct?
Yeah, so I made an appearance with Slander. That's when we debuted the track, which was incredible. So sick. Yeah.
So also, back to Groove Cruise, you only performed there once so far.
Yeah.
And how did that come to be? Because I'm thinking, if not mistaken, a certain collective called the Neon Owl welcomed you to be on there. They interviewed you twice, so...
Yeah, they're awesome. We had a couple of connections with Groove Cruise, and yeah, I was so grateful to be a part of it. The community is just like no other, and then Neon Owl has been so incredibly supportive. They had a really cool kind of secret back-to-back that happened in the casino area of the cruise, which was probably one of my favorite nights I've had in my career so far. It was just so much fun being with friends and just throwing down back-to-back just stuff we enjoyed. So yeah, it was really special.
That's amazing. And did you really, was there any type of like, comparisons or like, you want, was it like, you can't really put it like on a little tier list, right? Because like, you're playing on a cruise, besides, playing like, in a festival, like, you're on land, you have the stage, you have whatever you need right in front of you, but to be on a cruise and be on something like that, it's kind of mind-blowing a bit. Like, you would think, really, we're playing music on a freaking cruise in front of all these people who came just for that. Yeah,
it was unlike anything else, and the community they have on the cruise is just so incredible. Everyone is like so about the music, everyone who's there, and they just really love being there and having a great time. It was a really, really special community for sure.
Now, regarding, we mentioned festivals, we also talked about a few of the tours as well. For you, first off, you already mentioned this before a tiny bit in the last interview we had, that a certain mid-tempo EDM legend, Blank, noticed your work, played your song a few times. He played it, when we were in quarantine, when he was on the Atlas with Jason Ross. But now he decided, what, we're gonna bring you on the Earth to the Stars tour and bless a couple of dates. How did it feel to work with someone like him and for him to put you on that tour?
Unbelievable. I mean, he's been one of my biggest inspirations ever since I started with bass music, and to then get to be a part of the tours in person and get to work, alongside him. Like, I owe so much to him and his team. It's been like nothing but an awesome experience, and I can't thank him enough for it.
Thank you so much, Blank, for blessing the world with Nikademis and letting him and letting him be a part of the tour, be a part of it. It's absolutely incredible to witness. Again, love seeing the little guys rise up to the occasion. Absolutely amazing. And also, quickly gotta tell you, congratulations on 100K monthly listeners on Spotify.
Thank you.
That is another, I think, achievement. I don't know if like that was part of your goals a bit there. Like we see like a certain song hit like a million plays on Spotify, and then it grows into like we have 10,000 monthly listeners, and then it goes to 100K. How does it feel to reach that type of like goals, and will we possibly hit 250, 500 in the future of Nikademis?
We're just like continuing to set those goals of hitting those benchmarks, but 100K monthly listeners was something I wanted for a long time now, and to finally hit that goal and kind of be sitting there consistently for a bit now feels really good. Super grateful for like everyone listening. It's mind-blowing.
But we also gotta give some love to SoundCloud as well, where I feel like a lot more hidden gems of Nikademis was definitely there. I did not speak about this last time, but we gotta talk about, the next chapters that you were speaking of when it came to Nikademis. I don't know if you were doing any work before Nikademis or like before Nikademis was a thing, but we gotta talk about this song where like, it was like a new chapter. We're entering into the simulation.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I feel like right now, from where we were back then to where we are now, are we still in that simulation era, or is this a brand new Nikademis that we're still witnessing right before our very eyes?
I think it's something new, and it's constantly evolving, and we're going to be showing off a lot of the new aspects in terms of visuals and branding upcoming soon, and kind of really start to create a story behind the project and behind the art for people. Like I said, also from a visual perspective, and I'm always going to have a bit of my mid-tempo sound. I love my, OG mid-tempo sound, but there's going to be a lot more melodic bass, a lot more hard-hitting dubstep. It's just going to kind of, I hope, all come together to tell a story. That's what I really want to focus on over the next year.
If you could, Describe the Nikademis story, through the visuals, and I'll say, in a few words, let's say 3 words, 3 adjectives, adverbs. What would be the words to describe this story that you want to tell people regarding the Nikademis project?
I'd say it's a dark and a light. That's what I'd say.
So the words we're taking is dark and light.
Yes.
And so I'm just curious to know, are we talking about the dark being, of course, mid-tempo, the light being, I'm guessing the melodic side of everything. Was it kind of more of a yin and yang type energy flowing through the sets?
Right. Finding a balance between the dark and the light. That's something that I like to focus on. Finding that balance, that yin and yang, and at the end of the day, though, it's all still Nikademis.
Understood. I'm trying to think. I don't know if there's a tour I can recall that was called the Balance Tour. Vinny, you might want to write this down. That could be a new Nikademis headline tour. Here what we're speaking about. And again, you already mentioned a few names, like you mentioned Sad Boys, you mentioned Neo, you mentioned some of these people that are going to be, in a future tour, future headlining show when it comes to Nikademis. Are there any other artists that have been tickling your fancy ever since last time we spoke?
I'm trying to think. Vin, any up-and-comers that I've been mentioning? I'm kind of blanking right now. But yeah, the Sad Boys, Neo.
And Neo, those...
My boy Lucero, he's been awesome.
And speaking of that, congratulations on your recent EP with Future Generation.
Thank you.
That was absolutely freaking incredible. And I have to say, it was thanks to you and the Stab Boys that introduced me to Future Generation. For you guys, it was your 3-track EP. For them, it was their 3-track EP, A Bloom. So both of you making strides within that label. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, just Finn, help him out. What other artists? We mentioned Stab Boys, Neo, Lucero.
I'm trying to think. I mean, there's just so many good ones. I'm on SoundCloud every day, just looking for new talent or just enjoying music.
I gotta think. It'll come to me. I'm blanking a little bit, but it's
no pun intended, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm a fan of Capochino. He's an up-and-comer. He just got picked up. He's on Alley Cat's tour right now. I think he has some stuff on Deadbeats. That's definitely a name that you'll see along with him, rising to the top for sure.
So Cappuccinos, are we good, Greg?
Do you need the light? You think?
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Sully.
What?
I think Sully's been doing
light coming your way. Just clip it on there. So you mentioned Capochino, who's on the Alley Cat tour. Yeah. You mentioned someone from Deadbeats, you said?
He's also, I'm pretty sure he's released some stuff on Deadbeats too. Sully, he's on.
Oh yeah, Sully.
I actually pointed out a track that DABIN threw down.
Oh yes, I forgot about DABIN as well. The World's Away remix is done as well. Congratulations on that as well. So you were saying, Vin?
So DABIN threw down a track by Sully at Stay in Bloom and pointed it out to Nick, and he was like, wow, this is fucking sick.
Yeah. Another festival that you also were a part of. Amazing work on that as well.
And he ended up throwing it in his set, so he plays some of Sully's stuff now. I mean, it's just good to listen to all different genres of music, because I feel like nowadays, the fans, they're not just here to listen to melodic bass tonight, or they're not just here to listen to tear out dubstep. It's you look at John Summit, he's successful for a lot of reasons, but look at
not just where you are.
Exactly, it's he plays a little bit of everything and throws a little surprise in the set, and I feel like that's something that Nick is really thrown into his style now, and catering to what the people want to hear and also incorporating his style as well.
Understood. Reason why, you mentioned the dark and the light, mid-tempo and melodic, mixing that together. Could there be another, slice of a genre that you also want to sneak in as well to really keep the crowd on their toes?
Yeah, definitely drum and bass. I've been really into drum and bass lately, and
like the Laserbeam drum and bass flip that I heard. Amazing job with that as well. Although I could say maybe you could mix that with the Aeon mode remix, because it's almost on the same level.
Yeah, we released one right at the same time, and I went up to him and I was like, sorry man, I didn't mean for that to happen. But yeah, I've also got a drum and bass flip of C Drop that I've been rinsing out, and another one of Lockdown by Excision. So yeah, I'm trying to spice things up, a little drum and bass. Who knows if we'll have some Nikademis drum and bass originals one day, but I'm really having a lot of fun, just throwing it as flips into the sets and edits.
Don't tell me there's going to be another side, a drum and bass side, and you're going to be following in Blank's footsteps.
Who knows? Maybe one day. But yeah, the focus for me is definitely on melodic, mid-tempo, and dubstep right now. But for the sets, throwing in drum and bass, I think it's it keeps things really fun, and it's something I've really fallen in love with over the last couple of years. So I really enjoyed throwing some in there.
Definitely, and ending off with this, I think I always ask, what might be next for Nikademis? Besides maybe, I don't know, thinking of a back-to-back of Nikademis and Blank, that would be kind of incredible. You know, what else could be in store for Nikademis now? I mean, you hit so many amazing milestones we already talked about. I even talked about freaking Dim Mak, man. Steve Aoki with that song as well, and of course the guest mix as well. That was incredible too. What else could be next in store for someone as incredible as you, Nikademis?
I want to, I want to collaborate with, more artists that I've really been, enjoying their music of over the years. And I mean, I'm so grateful for like all of the opportunities I've been afforded in the last year or two. I mean, it's been a crazy ride, and I just kind of want to keep pushing things forward. Work towards just getting more of my music to as many people as possible.
Understood. Well, we already hit 100K people who knows the name of Nikademis. Let's get 100K more. Yep. Hopefully by the end of the year, but we're almost close to the end of the year. Let's say, 250K by next year. I feel like that can happen with people like Vinny and people like Greg in your corner and so many other people who know your name. I feel like that is a goal that is definitely attainable. Vinny, write that down, 250K by the end of 2025. I will catch up with you on that. So hopefully that can be hopefully that can be a goal, and there can be so many other incredible artists you'll collaborate and work with as well. I mentioned that whole is thrown out there, back with Blank. Who knows? Maybe I'll get Reaper on the hotline. Maybe he can help out as well, because he's absolutely killing it. I mean, hello, the Death Rattle, man. That's a freaking drum and bass classic, man. Yep. So, hey, you never know, but all I know is this. The sky's the limit for Nikademis. I can hardly wait to see you rise to the occasion, and hopefully we can hit a 10-year anniversary of Nikademis, because we're nearing that. We're close. Last time I checked, it was like, the first ever SoundCloud release was in 2016. 2015, 2014, I'm guessing around that age. So we're close to almost 10 years Nikademis. I'm hoping I can hear a 10-year anniversary set or celebration. That would be incredible. Put that there down too, Vinny. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Nikademis gotta get ready to bless the stage, the Avenue stage, along with another legend, Said the Sky. Trevor, love you so much, man. Two goods playing. We gotta catch him right now. This is Leveler Jr., Nikademis, signing out. Love you guys so much. Peace.